Do it. Hello, hoping you can hear us. Can you hear us? We are live in Michigan. Hello.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Is there sound?
Let there be light. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
We're all back, but can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you see us? No. Yes? No? Yes? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Yes. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Oh, bloody hell. Jeez, well, you can hear us. That's good.
It's really odd because nothing different happened, did it? So I'm not sure why that didn't work, and now it has.
Hello from Michigan. Take two.
Right.
Take two from Michigan. Pure Michigan. Pure Michigan. Having a great time. We're having one of the best times in America in our lives. There's probably a big thing going on at the moment. You're seeing it, that we were lied to.
Yes.
That Europeans have been lied to about America. I would just like to say, I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this for years and years and years and years. And it's nice to finally see all these videos of all these people coming over, Europeans coming to America and experiencing it for themselves. Okay. Experiencing the hospitality, experiencing the food, the
drinks,
the beer, local beer, Michigan beer, given to us very, very kindly by the legend that is John Helwig in South Haven, who we had the pleasure of meeting today, and Paul.
Yes.
We had a great time, Patreon meetup.
It was lovely. We had a great time. You have to excuse me because I'm trying to do some things behind the scenes as well. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing, and I'm listening.
She's not being rude.
I'm just trying to sort some things out.
We're just trying to get the links out to everyone so you see it. Apologies again for earlier. No idea what happened. We did exactly the same thing, and but hey, you can hear us, which is the main thing. We're having such a good time. Lots of things have happened since our last live. One of which pertains to meeting Laurence Brown. I'm sure you all know and or heard of Laurence Brown. We met him and Tara in Chicago, and we've had some massive shocks.
We have.
We've been to Chicago. Massive shocks in Chicago. Huge shocks in Michigan. So we've been to Detroit. And I'm not going to lie, I was a bit apprehensive about Detroit as well as Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a city guy, as you guys know. I'm a country boy. I'm a country guy. I love country. I love fields. I love fresh air. I don't like too many people.
Don't even like me.
Don't be silly. And yeah, it both shocked us. Massively shocked us. And we've been to Mackinac Island.
We have. That was like just insane on another level, like something that I've never ever experienced or thought I would experience, but equally like a really, really nice place.
Beautiful place. And the location for the Christopher Reeve film, Somewhere in Time. I quite like that film.
Yeah.
A bit soppy. That's a good film, and the hotel is there. So yeah, it's been a great time. It's been a great time. One biggish news is we received a message from Cracker Barrel.
I know, very bizarre.
We got a message from Cracker Barrel asking if they would. Asking our permission, which is really nice to do because sometimes people don't. I mean, we've seen quite a few of our videos have been sort of mashed in with others. There's no commentary, so it's not even a reaction video. You know, it is what it is. But they reached out to us and asked if they could use our video with Alana. and obviously direct some traffic our way, which is, we had a chat about it and said, okay, yeah, if that's fine, as long as you put our details in, like you say.
Actually, we didn't even say that. They said, could we use your video? Of course, we will tag you and direct people your way, which we thought was like quite odd, but also incredible because they're such a big company. And obviously we love going to Cracker Barrel. So the fact that they reached out to us and like did everything right, didn't they? They said it like,
yeah.
I keep saying like, they said about putting our links and things in, which was brilliant.
It's amazing. And they're actually going to send us a voucher. So we're going to go back to Cracker Barrel.
Yay!
I mean, it might be a free coffee or something, but we
know.
might be able to have something to eat there. But I mean, it's just been such a wild ride, with the World Cup going on, and our social media platforms, particularly Facebook, is just blown up. I mean, we're talking millions of views, aren't we? But we're not talking millions of followers. But just to put it in perspective, when we left the UK, we had 2,000.
Well, it was a mission of mine last year to try and get our Facebook followers up to 2,000, and it took a long slog. And then since we've been here,
it's 12,000 now. Since we've been here.
What's happening?
Yeah, one of my videos, the barbecue grill video on Facebook has got over 1 million views. I'm like, what? And the driving as well. I think that's got nearly 1 million. That's 900,000 of me saying about the cold air at my bum. And that, apparently, we've not seen it. I'm on Fox News.
Most wanted.
Some Brits driving around with a cool bum and a cool undercarriage. And I mean, it's all going on.
I know.
It's all going on.
And it's incredible.
And we're still here. The journey is going to be continuing until the 27th of July.
Yes. So a few of you have asked us like what we're planning on doing, etc. We are actually still here, obviously. We are planning on being here for the 4th, unless somebody puts us on a plane and flies us back to England.
No!
But we're going to be here for the 4th. We had plans, to be a bit further on in our state visit, but we've had such a great time that we're still here in Michigan for another night, as in tonight.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we are heading off to Canada, aren't we?
So yeah, we're gluttons for punishment because tomorrow, it's the first tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes.
Tomorrow is Canada's Independence Day. So that's when they kicked us out. And then we're going to be there for 2 days, going to come back into upstate New York. So we're going to be in upstate New York for Independence Day. Obviously, America's 250th birthday, where you got rid of us as well.
Yeah. So we're coming to celebrate all the occasions where everyone tried to get rid of us, and we'll just keep coming back for more.
Yeah. And if that sounds good, like this stream. And when we were in Mackinac Island, there's a lot of history there, isn't there? Yeah. A lot of British and American history. And I have to say, I saw more British flags over here than I have in Britain. There's quite a few of them. I'm like, wow. You don't really see many British flags, Union Jacks. Unless it's like a special occasion. So it was really nice to see. And a couple of people were saying to us, oh, wow, I like your accent. Where are you from? And I said, oh, I'm English. I said, bearing in mind I was in Mackinac Island. I said, we're not very popular in these parts because of the battles, because the British took over Mackinac Island. And obviously there was a big battle and stuff. And you kicked us out. But I was like, that's our parents fighting. And we're cousins and we get on. So it was an amazing time. No cars, just horse, carriage, and bicycles. Super jet.
Trophy wife, 91. I'm in East Alabama. It's stifling hot here. How's the weather there? If you drive through Georgia again, stop at Lane's Orchards.
Oh, wow.
That sounds incredible because those peaches were like awesome, weren't they? But it's been 90 degrees or so here today, hasn't it?
89. It might have got hotter than that.
It's been hot, but we've been quite fortunate that we've spent a lot of time in AC places. So today, as David said, we went and we were doing bits and pieces around here, as in the accommodation, getting ourselves sorted. You were editing, I was getting stuff done. And then we visited a Starbucks, met up with some of our patrons, didn't we? Which is lovely, which David
really
said.
nice.
So
really
we were
nice.
fine and in the AC. And I think we all had, well, John didn't, but the rest of us had a cold drink because we needed one. Actually, Alana didn't either. But we had a nice drink. And then because we were in Frankenmuth.
Yes,
because we keep saying Frankenmuth, but it's Frankenmuth, I think.
Muth.
And because we were in that kind of area, we really wanted to go there, but we've just not had chance this trip. And John and Paul both said to us, you're here, just go and visit it, even if you spend 10 minutes. We went to Bronner's because that was one of the things. Was it Bronner's? We went to Bronner's because that was one of the things you told us to do. And I was so happy because I love Christmas any time of the year. December's my favourite month, along with June, because that's my birthday month. So Christmas in June was like euphoric. We got out of the car, boiling hot, but we could see Santa and everything like that. And it was brilliant. We went in and the lady said, here's a map. I was like, a map? We need a map to go around this store. And we kind of chuckled a bit and was like, that is hilarious. But we needed the map.
Yeah, we needed the map. It was huge. It was huge.
Never expected that.
Yeah, I know. I'd be interested to know, like, the staff. Are they, when it gets to Christmas, are they like fed up of all the Christmas songs?
I wouldn't be. I'd be loving it. Alana's been singing Christmas songs all year round, so she actually sang Jingle Bells in the car today. We're like, well, yeah, that's acceptable where we're going. Hey, Denny Canada 71.
Super chat.
Get a butter tart on me tomorrow. We will. Okay, we definitely will. And I apologise that I've not made one yet. But this will be our little taste into it to see if we can replicate a butter tart. But I am excited to try some more American foods from a different, like, how do we describe it? So obviously Canada, geography is not my strong point. Please bear with.
I was going to say, you were just talking about Canada.
No, I was going to say, because it's the Americas.
The Americas.
Yes, not Americas in the United States.
The whole...
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm excited to try some of those things. And we've got some things on our list to try in Canada. And I'm really excited by the food. And because we're going to be there for the first, it's going to be quite exciting. We're hoping to catch some of the celebrations.
Mm-hmm. Niagara Falls.
Yeah, and we're going to do Niagara Falls. And I think I saw T ask a question in the chat. We're not going to head to Ottawa now. We were going to. But I've heard that the parliamentary buildings are closed with like all scaffolding up around it. So we would miss out on that. We probably wouldn't get too far. And with our plans, we just thought, do you know what? Let's just do Niagara, explore that little bit of Canada, and hopefully come back again and do Canada justice. I was going to say justice, but I put an extra CH in that word, justice. And hopefully we can like do a bigger tour of Canada because, well, actually, it'll have to be a pretty massive tour of Canada, won't it?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, I mean, it's just are we halfway through? Are we halfway? We're not even halfway through our journey yet, are we? Friday, we'll be halfway.
When's Friday? Oh, in a few days. Yeah.
Sorry, super chat.
Eric, have you got something to say, Eric? But thank you so much. It really helps us out, and that's lovely that you sent that. What? Oh, there's a few more. Oh, sorry.
Oh, super chat.
Where in Michigan are you now, and welcome? Thank you so much. We are outside of Midland, so I think we're quite central.
Yeah, and we kind of purposely did that so we could like go off to Detroit, off up to Mackinac Island.
We're not far from Flint. I think Flint's more on the map than where we are.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been nice. We wanted to have a place where we could have a few days, and yet we needed to yesterday have a bit of downtime. I did some editing, but we didn't travel anywhere, did we? Because we were starting to get a bit, because we've been editing and filming, planning, traveling. It just got to a point where I was like, well, we're starting to feel a bit burnt out. So we decided to take a bit of time yesterday, stay at the house, which I think has done us the world of good. It's done me the world of good as well.
I think we feel a little bit more rejuvenated, and it was just nice yesterday to be at home, cook a home cooked meal, even though it's not our home, play with the girls because we've got like a nice backyard in the Airbnb that we're in. So I did say backyard. So we've been playing out there, got some washing, laundry, things done. So it was just a nice little like catching up kind of day. I've just saw as well a message from Eric. So he said, how long are you guys going to hibernate for when you get home?
Oh geez, I'd say might have to go on a diet. Well, I'm going to probably have to go on a diet.
I will as well. We're going to have some serious American blues and not kind of music. We're going to be very sad, aren't we, to be going home? It's
going to be cold turkey. I don't want to think about that. I can't think about that.
I don't want to go home either. And we've only, literally, I know we've driven through many states and we've had a little taster of some of those states, but we've only really done Michigan, which was the first state on our list. We did hop to Chicago, and that was like a last minute thing in when obviously Laurence accepted our request to collaborate with him.
That was cool.
Because we didn't want to say too much about that, because the same as we did with Cowboy Kent, for us, they're huge moments. And if we got all excited and told everybody and then it didn't happen, not only would we feel really disappointed, we didn't want to disappoint anybody else. Yeah. So we didn't mention anything about Chicago until closer to the time. So we didn't know we were definitely going to go to Chicago. And we've gone to Chicago, we've done Michigan, not the entire Michigan, but we've had a great time in Michigan. And obviously now we get to go off on the other states, but we still got, 3 more states to cover off, and we're
and then we're driving back down to Florida. We're
way in.
Super chat.
KTB TV, make sure to keep an eye for petting zoos and animal sanctuaries wherever you go. I think Alana would love that. May find some interesting animals.
Laurence was saying there's a zoo next to or near Lincoln Park that's actually free to go in. We will talk a bit about Laurence, but I think we've got a couple super chats going on.
I think we missed one.
Bloody hell, Doug.
Oh, Doug, thank you so much. Sorry, I shouldn't say it in that voice, but Doug, that's a hell of a lot of money. Thank you so much. My lips were funny then when I did that one. It went, well, that was my nose.
That was your Laurence thing, wasn't it?
No, I don't know what happened.
Do it now.
I don't know. My face went funny in that one. But thank you so much.
That's lovely. Was there one a little bit? Thank you, Doug. Was there one a little bit higher?
I don't know.
What have you done?
I don't know. I've done something.
I thought there was another one. Have we missed one?
If that's the one that I was on, but it might be further on up.
No, I think that was Doug, and then there's one here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's Adam. Have you visited any state or national parks? Well, probably not in the entirety that we would have liked to do, because we had some plans to stop in places, but we haven't yet done that. But I suppose Mackinac Island, that is a state park, isn't it, that we learned as well. We would have loved to have done Sleeping Bear Dunes, but we just have not had the time.
It sounds really silly, but when you if you're traveling somewhere, because it's such a vast distance, you spend most of the day driving, and then you get to your apartment or hotel or something, try and unload a little bit and get yourself sort of sorted. It's almost like a day, not written off, but a day is gone because you have been traveling. And we've been doing an awful lot of traveling. When we did Mackinac Island, Irish. To be sure. When we got back from Mackinac Island, it was 10 p.m. Bearing in mind the girls should be in bed by 7:30. We were so tired. And that's when we said the next day, because I was like, I've got to edit. And that's why there's no video tonight. I'm working on the collaboration with Laurence Brown. I'm hoping that will be done for Thursday. So lots to talk about. There's so much to talk about. The Cracker Barrel thing's amazing. Yeah. Laurence Brown, our opinions on the pure Michigan, the Great Lakes. There's so much for us to share with you. It's just been mind blowing being here.
So can I just go back to Adam's question about the state park? So we would have loved to have done Sleeping Bear Dunes. And I know a lot of you said about doing the dune buggy rides, which I looked into, and Alyssa wouldn't be able to go on it. So we thought, well, it wouldn't be as much fun, one of us sitting on the sidelines watching the others go. So we didn't do that. And then the girls are too big to hike. Too big? No. Well, they're too big to carry hiking, that's for sure. But they are too small to hike. So we thought we couldn't actually do the hike, but we wanted to go and do some of the lookouts. We just didn't get around to it. And I've got everything on my list of things to do. So I'm going to say when we come back to Michigan, anything that we've missed in this trip, we are going to do, like Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Yeah. Wow. Super chat.
Ah, Paul.
Paul.
Oh.
Hey, Paul.
No, it's still
What, from earlier?
Yeah.
Hey, Paul. How you doing, brother?
Oh.
Nice truck.
Paul, great meeting your family today. Thanks again for taking the time to chat. Safe travels to Canada. Oh, thank you so much, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. And I really loved your T-shirt, by the way. That was amazing.
Paul had the best T-shirt.
Yeah, the best
today.
T-shirt. I was like, where can I get one?
It basically said, I hope you don't mind, Paul, but it was a T-shirt. It said, I like my butt rubbed.
And my pork pulled.
Yeah. Obviously, it was
barbecue.
And I thought that was hilarious. It was really, really good. And Paul, I've seen some messages come through, but I was sorting the girls out and packing up for tomorrow, so I've not yet looked at the photos that I actually took them, didn't I? I took those photos on your phone, but thank you for sending them across.
And we did some selfies as well. We'll put them on Patreon.
Yeah, we'll put them up on. We'll post them all as well.
Yeah, and any patrons that are in Massachusetts and like upstate New York, we want to try and do Patreon meetups there as well.
Pennsylvania, I forgot that one.
And Pennsylvania, oh yeah. So yes, and Florida, because we're going to be ending our wonderful trip in Florida. Sorry, super chat.
Oh, Jane. Sorry, I'm laughing at this one, and I'll explain why I laughed. Here's for some gas or maybe some treats for the girls. Thank you so much. The reason I laugh is Jane has been very kind.
Murphy's.
Yes, Jane has sent us.
You've been a lifesaver, Jane.
All of her reward points for Murphy's, where you get a discount on fuel. So going up from Florida up through to Kentucky, Jane's been sending us like discounts, so we've been getting discounts off of our fuel, which has massively helped out. It
really helps us out because we got a beast, haven't we?
We have got a beast, but Jane, you've kind of, I don't know if led us down the garden path's the right saying. We had a hell of a shock when we got to Chicago and saw the prices of fuel.
Yeah, and Michigan as well.
Yeah,
certainly up a bit more sort of higher up north.
We had some good fuel prices in Indiana. As soon as we got to Chicago, we were like, "What has happened?" Which I joke. It's
still cheaper than the UK.
Yeah, it's just been funny because we've been playing look at the fuel prices, and it's like a road trip game now. Every time we drive past a gas station, we go, "Oh no, that fuel's a bit too expensive." We're like, "Stop here!" Like yesterday, Alana and I popped to go get some lunch. No, something for dinner, wasn't it? So we popped to the supermarket, got a couple of bits and pieces. And on the way there, I noticed that the fuel prices were cheaper than anywhere else we'd seen in Michigan. So I said, "Oh, quick, let's go get some fuel on the way back." And we did that, didn't we? Yeah,
Jane, you've been such an angel because, we noticed gas prices have gone up quite a bit, like they have everywhere.
Yes.
It's still cheaper than what we got in the UK. But we've got a big car. Pardon me. It obviously uses a lot of gas. So really, really, really helpful. Really helpful.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've just seen Carmen's super chat. Thank you so much, Carmen. Can you go back a bit? John donated $99.99. John's Doug.
Yeah, John is Doug.
Or Doug is John.
Thank you for pointing that out.
We probably should have said John.
Yeah, we should have said John.
Rather than saying Doug. But thank you so much for pointing that out. We got that one.
Thank you.
Yes, John, Doug, legend.
Yeah. Yep.
Damoose
barbecue.
Oh, thank you so much. Enjoy.
Can you barbecue moose?
I expect so.
No, do you reckon to do like the whole hog? Do you reckon you could do like the whole moose?
I do not think you'd have a big enough barbecue.
It would be a big smoker, wouldn't it? It'd be a real big smoker. Sorry, this is just. Yeah, this has just woken up, probably me being too loud. But yeah, do you reckon you could smoke a whole moose? Yes, you can. Who the? Carmen Cloud. Yes, you can. Probably would probably be gamey. Just a big ugly deer. You can barbecue any meat. Yes. Oh, blimey. Super chat from our daughter. I'll tell Nikita when she comes back. Erica, our daughter. Hey, mum and dad. Oh, bless you. Love you. I'm glad you're having a great time. Hopefully next time I'll get to see you. Yes, 100%. Has there been any food that you've tried that you didn't care for? I'm gonna say we actually, after we met John and Paul today, we were getting a bit hungry and we said, well, what should we have to eat? And there was an Arby's next door, and obviously I really enjoyed Arby's, and we had an Arby's today. And I've got to say, it wasn't very good. I was really disappointed. It wasn't like I had before. And it's obviously like not a great chain, or it just didn't taste very good. Obviously my taste buds are up here now. My level of food is like right up here. I was a little bit disappointed. Watch out for, thank you for the super chat, our daughter. Watch out for when we go to Mackinac Island, because I have whitefish. No spoilers, but yeah, I actually have some whitefish and a Cornish pasty, it's not Cornish pasty, and a pasty and an olive burger. Not all at once, all for me, but we had that at Mackinac Island. So anything we didn't care for, I think the only thing that I've had that I didn't really care for was the Arby's today. I'm really disappointed. It just wasn't like it was when we had it in Florida. So I guess it's just one of those things. You go to some chains that are really good, some chains are not so good. But yes, very quickly, 444 amazing cousins in the chat, 246 likes. If you could like this video, that'd be amazing. And our daughter, thank you again. So I have to put my glasses on again. There's a funny story about me and glasses. I'll tell you in a minute. Super chat. Nimrod Diaries. You're a real Mishannigat. I can't say it. When you use up north. Yeah, that's what we say in the UK. We say up north. So Laurence Brown, when he was living in the UK, he was like Manchester way. So for me, he was living up north. Sean Vlogs. I'm sure you've all heard of Sean Vlogs. Guy from Scotland. For us, he's up north. So that's a saying we say. And I have to. There's so many differences. I've noticed so many differences this time. So many. I'd like to do a video on it, but I'm really like looking at everything now. There's so many things. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't notice this before. And it's just like, wow. And every time it's better over here. And it's really annoying. It's really annoying. So everything's better. Your roads are amazing. No potholes. Everything's clean. Everyone's so nice and friendly. The weather's amazing. The food is amazing. And like I said, this big craze that's going on that, we were lied to. The media have lied to us. Yeah, they have. Absolutely, they have. And I have fallen victim to it because I was getting nervous about Chicago. Was I ever wrong? Beautiful city. Detroit, I was really nervous about Detroit. I grew up watching RoboCop, which was set in Detroit. And you hear all this stuff on the news. And again, there's good and bad places. And, you stick to certain places. It's the same in Bristol where we live. There's places I wouldn't go in Bristol. It's just a case of not knowing or knowing where to go. Detroit was amazing. I couldn't get over how clean it was. I was literally expecting like a bit of a ghetto, like graffiti everywhere, gangs on the streets, and I'm like, oh my days, hold my girls, and It wasn't like that at all. Wasn't like that at all. Super chat. I think that's Eric, my friend. Eric, hey, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I just saw roadside billboards are better. One good thing is I'm never when I'm in the UK and the city expands, I'm never going to see a bloody Morgan and Morgan billboard. The amount of bloody Morgan and Morgan billboards, I'm going to bloody scream if I see one more. Him, that old guy. He's like, a bit like me. He's like #1. You know, the US #1. And I'm like, really annoying me. He's probably a really nice guy, but I'm like, oh, I'm getting fed up of seeing your bloody face. Every couple of miles, I'm seeing #1 in the US. Solicitors or lawyer for car accidents. Crazy. Oh, he's everywhere. All right. I dread to think what his marketing bill would be. I mean, wow. That and adult on the way up to Chicago, adult stores. What's going on? You randy Americans. You randy Americans. There's countless of adult stores. And they've really thought about it, because some of them say accept trucks. It's a truck stop as well. What? So they've catered for trucks, randy American truckers, an adult store. And Lana's going, what's that? I said, don't worry about that. That's don't go there. It's all right. Trucks can go there. What? Adult stores. Yes, adult stores. You naughty cousins. So yes, that's probably why there's so many accidents on the road. There's adult store shops coming up, or like the Billboards, adult store, superstore. Now it's got truck stops, so you can park your truck up and get some dirty magazines, I presume, or some dirty stuff. Yeah, and then I'm like, what's going on? And then I see that bloody Morgan and Morgan guy, #1 in America, #1. Oh, bloody Morgan. Yeah, honestly, you go out, you go on the billboards, you'll see him. You'll see that bloke, Morgan and bloody Morgan. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to about going back to the UK. I ain't got to see his stupid face. I mean, no disrespect. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but #1 in the USA. Oh God! I need therapy. I didn't need therapy until I saw his face.
I feel like the chat's gone massively downhill since I've left. My daughter, I've been tending to the other daughters. My oldest daughter's in the chat saying, "Mum, hurry back and ring Dad in." And then the next thing I read is Teresa saying, "Hey, David, there are shagging clubs in South Carolina." But shagging's a state dance.
Oh, right. Do you want to know what that? I'm not sure I should say it, but what you said.
I think Teresa knows what it is.
Oh, you know what it means, yeah?
Because
in the UK, that means, that kind of stuff. That you know. Anyway, moving on. That went downhill pretty quickly, didn't it?
Well, this is the thing. I left and things got wild in the chat, I think.
It did. So yeah, we've just been having a little, a calm chat about.
It heard, well, from what I heard, trying to get the girls to sleep, it sounded very, very calm. However, Alana said you woke her up, which I do not doubt, because this place is beautiful. I'm going to give it that, the place we're staying in. And I think we were explaining to Paul and John earlier that I think it's a relatively new place. Well, it must be very new.
I think we're the first people to stay here.
And it is really, really nice. But when you go down to the bedroom, it the noise carries. And because where we are at the moment is big and open planned, your voice is really carrying quite a lot. We have, yes, I'll move on. People might like him.
I don't think they will. That you're all going to go in your cars tomorrow when you're driving around and you see that stupid bloody bloke going, you're going to chuckle to yourself. You're going to chuckle to yourself. I'm trying to aim for like some kind of sponsorship from him.
I do not think you're going to get it with this chat.
Hello, this is Mr. Morgan, the one with the stupid face. We'd like to sponsor you for a video.
I think the words that are going to come out of his mouth are,
I'm suing you.
Yeah, we'd like to sue you for defamation of character or something like that. Anyway, I'll change the subject. Decolonize everywhere. Thank you so much. Please let me know if you're coming to Saratoga Springs area when you get to upstate New York. We definitely will. I've been toying with places to visit, things to do and whatnot. So I am just trying to sort all that out, and I will definitely let you know as well. We'll pop it a plan and let everyone know where we're going. I've just seen Katrina say, did Nikita get any Polish food in Chicago or Detroit? Honestly, I didn't.
Laurence did.
Laurence did. I didn't, just because I feel like there's too much to try already, that if I add Polish into it, I'm going to be very fat because I cannot say no to food. Is a problem I think I've got. So I'm trying my hardest, but I have been overwhelmed, if I'm going to be completely honest, with the amount of Polish love I think there is over here as well. I've been taking so many pictures and things to send to my dad, and my dad's going to Poland tomorrow, so I didn't want to send it to him now because I know he's getting up early for a flight, but I think he'd love it. And in Bronner's, there is a bigger Polish section of Christmas ornaments than there is English.
Well, the Irish is bigger as well.
I know. I think Poland was probably bigger than the Irish section.
Because there was Polish made.
Yeah, there was two sections.
And then there was another big section with Polish Christmas decorations. And I loved it. It was all like South America and Japan. You know, all these different.
Japan? I saw America.
Lots of different countries. It was huge, and I now know why you get a map when you go in there. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that's a shock in itself. But I was just saying, there's so many things we've noticed, and I've got to do a video on it. The shocks and surprises that we've had. There's been loads, hasn't there? I'm
just laughing because Eric says you'll turn into a pierogi, and I definitely will. I'll be very full in certain areas.
Yeah, my stomach. A bit like a stuffed pierogi at the moment, but yeah, we'll have to go on a diet when we get back home. But until then, we're going to gorge.
Mum, was there any food that you tried and you haven't liked?
So, our daughter gave us a super chat. Sorry,
I did see, because she also said that as I left, things went downhill and I had to come back.
Our daughter dobbed me up. I mean, Alana normally dobs me in.
Well, she just said that
I know my other daughter's dobbing me in now.
Well, if you do things to be dobbed in for, then
well, you're going to go to bed with no tea, young lady.
Is there anything I've tried that I haven't liked?
No, don't say me.
Do you know what? I don't think I have yet.
I'm not influencing you in any way. I just mentioned that we had an Arby's today, and I was really disappointed.
I liked my Arby's. I just didn't think it was as good as we remember it being. And I was a bit bored with what I had in my Arby's. And I just said the meat wasn't dry. I just had the roast beef, but I didn't have any sauce or anything in it. I just didn't fancy it. And I said it probably was a little bit dry in that respect. On its own, the meat was fine. Curly fries were still delicious in my opinion.
Curly fries were good, yeah.
But no, that's not going to influence my decision. I can't think that there's anything. I
did say that I've had some white fish.
Yeah, I heard you. I believe it or not, I didn't miss anything that you said.
Oh.
No, I don't think there's anything that I haven't liked. I've enjoyed everything. There's been a few smells I haven't enjoyed. Yeah, there's been a few places I've gone and I'm like, this smells odd. And I know that's going to sound really silly, and I don't want to give anything away or also deter people from certain places. But there was a certain place we got a certain food from, and I was like, I don't really like the smell in here.
I'm not sure where. I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, and there was also a supermarket, which I actually really quite like, a grocery store, but I didn't like the smell in a certain section. It just put me off.
Really?
Yeah. But it didn't put me off because I went back. No, it definitely wasn't Code Brown smells. We had a few of those on the way up to meet Paul and John earlier, but it was Alyssa.
It was Alyssa. It was Alyssa. I just want to put that clear. Put that out there. That was Alyssa. It wasn't me. Not this time.
I did. Sorry, we missed a super chat. I think. There we go.
Super chat.
Is that Laurie? You crossing into Canada in Detroit or Port Huron? We are crossing, I believe, Blue Water Bridge. Is that what it's called? That's where we're aiming for. So.
Is that right? Let us know.
I guess that might be closer to Detroit. Not sure.
And what?
Are you going to say that?
I'm going to say all your utensils, all your like hardware,
no, not utensils.
all your hardware, electrical hardware, equipment in the US.
Sounds like the ice cream van.
Yeah, it plays music to you. The dishwasher plays the music, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've been somewhere where the fridges had Wi-Fi. I'm like, what do you want Wi-Fi for? We're going to sit in the fridge and stream Netflix or something? What? Why is it playing music?
No, it's been lovely. Very tuneful. You know, you could be doing your laundry and then it sings a little song at the end and makes everything a little bit more interesting. Yeah. The microwave, if it like in two of the places that we've been, if you didn't take the stuff out of the microwave when it would finish, it would keep reminding you by playing a noise, which I like because our microwave at home does not do that. It just finishes, it goes ding, and that's it.
Yeah, it's gone. Game over.
Which I'm glad it does, because not that I've got a habit of leaving things in the microwave, but it's been quite a busy trip so far. So I've been putting stuff in the microwave and walking off. And if it hadn't keep reminded me, I think I probably would forget and leave it in there. And by things, I mean like sterilising some of Alyssa's bottles and things like that. So we've got the sterilisation bags that Matt sent us, and I brought them with us. They've been very, very handy. They've
been a godsend, haven't they?
They have. And if I hadn't have heard the music, even in one of the hotels, like we basically, when I've been booking a hotel, I've been checking that it has got a microwave and a fridge if possible, but mainly a microwave so I can sterilise Alyssa's bottles. And even the microwaves in the hotels have played us a little song. So we've been serenaded, haven't we? By kitchen equipment.
The way my brain likes to torture me, because we get these like random tunes. My brain starts doing a Morgan & Morgan advert.
Oh, not
Go to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan had a crash, #1 in USA. And I'm like, no.
I might have got a job doing jingles for Shake and Bake. Not Shake and Bake. It's Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake.
Do you have Shake and Bake? Is it Shake and Bake?
We got Shake and Back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Put the freshness back.
Shake and back. Put the freshness back.
Anyway, I've kind of...
Shake and back. Put the freshness back.
I've kind of just ruined my own point, so I'm not going to continue.
Yeah, so Morgan & Morgan.
I
never heard of him till this holiday, till this vacation.
Well, you're not going to.
I've never seen him before. I've seen him in like 7 different states now.
Lisa says, are you going to sue Morgan & Morgan for emotional damage?
Yeah. I'm going to give him my blooming therapist bill.
Hey, Wendy, your team won the other day, we believe. We were actually in Detroit when your team were playing the Tigers. And we were like, I'm not sure who's going to win, but I think your team won. Yes.
So, we were there game day. It was Saturday. And we were we're driving into Detroit. Obviously, there was an air of apprehension on our parts. So we were like, look, Alana, you got to stick with us. Make sure you're holding mummy's hand or daddy's hand or holding on. Don't run off. Don't. And we found out on the way down, there was a game, a ball game. And we were like, and it was Saturday. And we're like, oh, no, it's going to be so busy. It's going to be busy. It's going to be bedlam. We drove straight in.
Yeah.
We saw the place, saw the car park, straight up. One of the levels, there was no cars there. I mean, I did a video on it actually, but the lines in the car park threw me a little bit. I'm like, it's just it was just unnecessary for me. These certain lines, there's like 2 lines like that, and I'm not sure. And you were like, well, I think that's a walkway. And I'm like, well, the middle ones is too small for the car. And I was like, well, maybe you put your wheels in these little 2 things. Anyway, we parked up and we were like, okay, we've got the whole thing to ourselves. Went down onto the high street. High street? Is that what you say?
Downtown?
It was downtown,
Main
but we went into like the street, and there's no one around. There's hardly anyone around apart from construction.
Yeah.
Didn't really see anyone. Well, obviously we saw people walking by, but there was hardly any. I was like, this is not like a Saturday. Went into American Coney Island for some Coney dogs, and Lafayette next door. We want to, we've heard of the best. We've got to try the best, and it was really quiet.
Yeah, I think
Really quiet.
we needn't have worried about being apprehensive and about how busy Detroit was going to be and how there were going to be people everywhere. We wouldn't have found parking. We even pre-booked our parking thinking that it was going to be terrible and chaos. And it was a breeze. It was pleasant. It was, obviously we did still make sure we held Alana's hand because there's cars. And also, you never know.
But you don't know. I mean,
I
see.
hold Alana's hand wherever I go, even when we walk around by our house. We always keep hold of her. So, it was like that. And I think we just were very apprehensive, and we completely did not need to be.
No. I mean, both Chicago, you did see the odd one person shouting and screaming, and we saw cut the homeless people in well, you saw them, didn't you? In Detroit.
I would not have been able to tell you if they were homeless. They were.
Not that that's a bad thing. I'm just not judging. But
there were people walking around whilst we were sat there, clearly begging and asking people for things. And I was like, oh, don't ask us anything, because I'm going to judge now.
Don't want to get your wallet out and then.
No,
But that's my immediate.
They looked like they were on something, is what I'm going to try and say. So I was like, please don't talk to us, and they didn't. So
no. We're probably overreacting.
We have got a super chat from Steve. Buy some ice cream and stay cool. Thank you, Steve. I think you need to do the same, don't you? Because it is hot over here in certain places. I joke. Well, I didn't joke because it was cold when we first arrived in Michigan, but we're leaving Michigan and it's really hot. So it's crazy how we've had 2 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah. And I don't know if you knew this, but the UK had a heat wave, and there was one day I'm going to work this out for you. There was one day in the UK, in Bristol, it was 37 degrees Celsius. I'm going to work that out. Yeah, 99 degrees Fahrenheit in the UK. With no AC.
That is hot. And I mean,
nearly 100 degrees.
We were able to bear, obviously, the heat because we've not been anywhere that hasn't had AC apart from walking to and from the car or a venue. So it's been very, very pleasant. But I know I was talking to my mum and to other family members, and they said it's just so hot. My mum said for one of the nights she slept with 2 ice packs literally on her. She said, I could not sleep, so I put the ice packs on me and I managed to fall asleep for a bit. But we know what it's like because we've had it hot quite a few times, but not as much as you have over here. No. And without the AC, it's horrible. And
you can't get hold of ACs over in the UK. Trying to get hold of an AC unit, unless you get them properly installed. So over here, a lot of the houses have them already installed, or you buy the window ones, don't you? You can't get hold of the window ones in the UK. And if you can find one, they're so expensive. It's almost like,
You have to gamble if it's worth actually getting it, because our heat waves only last at most a week. So you'd be paying for this AC and you probably would put it on for 1 week of the year.
So, yeah. Super chat.
Laurie, I'm saying that wrong, am I? Laurie. apologies if I'm saying it wrong. It's my accent, it's my Britishness. Blue Water Bridge is part of Port Huron. Go try Cheap Charlie's and get taco pizza. They have everything for the family. Oh, that sounds cool. We haven't had taco pizza yet, so I'll be quite happy to try that as well. John says Main Street is like the high street.
Is that John Howard?
Yes.
Thank you, John.
Oh, and so did Bernard. Eric's asked, is a super chat as well.
Amazing.
This might answer the question. How's the Bell's Oberon beer? It's pure Michigan.
Oh, it is pure Michigan. It's lovely.
It's actually nice. I've tried a bit.
It's got a bit of something to it. I'm not a Bud Light guy at all. I'm not into light beers. I like a bit of something to it. And this is great.
I think I've got the bit of the jingle in people's head. I'm hoping it was, the shake and bake and not one of David's jingles that he just made up on the spot.
Morgan and Morgan.
No, stop.
Number one.
So a question. So Richard, you've just asked, you guys plan to buy some fireworks and set them off on the 4th? No, because if we tried to set off fireworks, there's probably going to be an incident and we don't want that. But we will happily go to a display that has some kind of people that aren't as clumsy or incident prone as us to set off fireworks. But this was going to be a question I asked. There are so many places selling fireworks. I'm not sure if that's just because of the time of the year and obviously the 4th of July coming up and whether they're like pop-ups. But do they do anything else year round or do they just pop up for celebrations? Because that was one of the things we were questioning, because there's also some massive billboards for some of these places as well. Like we've seen something pyro fireworks. And
Extreme Pyro.
That was it.
Extreme Pyro next to Morgan and Morgan, number 1.
So I'd like to know what they do for the rest of the year. Alana's got this thing at the moment as well, which she was quite excited when I told her yesterday that, before bed, about fireworks. But she's got this thing at the moment where some noises she decides are too noisy. So it's things like the hand dryer in the restrooms or just various things. Yet she'll happily be the noisiest person I've ever met at certain times or have like TV on, or sometimes we have to listen to her singing, playing like the drums, a bit of guitar and something else all at once. And it is craziness. And
I'm she's like Dick Van Dyke. With his...
Possibly, but noisier. And then she'll moan about the noise of a hand dryer or a hair dryer, and you're like, "What's that?" So I'm not sure how she's going to be with the fireworks, but sparklers might be.
She'll be fine.
More for her. So firework tents mainly pop up for the 4th. Okay. Tans and events do fireworks at other times. Okay. And another question I had that it's not. I want to know as an American person or a Canadian person, because we're going to probably explore this when we go over the river, over the lake, should I say. When we've been in a lot of our Airbnbs, we haven't had anything to hang our clothes on to dry.
Oh, like an aero.
Like, yes.
Clothes horse.
We call it clothes horse or clothes aero or something, and I'm not sure what you guys would call it. A lot of places have got a tumble dryer, but there's certain clothes that we can't put in the tumble dryer, and that's not because they're expensive. That's probably because they're dirt cheap, and if you put them in, they'll probably fall apart
or shrink massively.
One or the other. Actually, I did have a swimming costume, didn't I? Didn't put it in the tumble dryer, but this was when we got back from Texas. I put it in the wash, and it came out and it had holes in it. I don't know what happened, but it just had loads of holes. And it was nothing to do with Texas. I should clarify that. I washed it in Texas. It was fine. When I washed it again, it kind of fell apart. And I've had that with other clothes that are cheap. So certain things don't go in the tumble dryer. But when you do your washing, do you have like a line outside that you hang your washing on? Or do you have an area that you put inside or some way of hanging it up? Or does everything go in the tumble dryer or dryer?
Or dryer, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. You just call it a dryer, don't you?
So yeah, do you have like have you heard of a clothes horse? So it's like a thing that opens out and you just hang your clothes on it. And if it's summer, you put them outside. Or if it's winter, you can keep it inside. It just sort of keeps the bills down because dryers, what we call tumble dryers, to run in the UK are really expensive.
Okay, so we've got some various things. So dryers have a delicate setting. So I'm guessing that you would put a lot of things in the dryer in that case, which I found I've done that with a few things and they have shrunk. Not necessarily in the delicate setting, but my waistline's expanding. I can't afford for any of my clothes to shrink whilst we're here. So that would be craziness. And you might find me wearing, a Morgan & Morgan t-shirt through promotional stuff.
I'm seeing the
a lot of people hang them up with regular hangers in the bathrooms. That's what we've been doing. And I think Katrina said a lot of HOAs don't allow you to hang clothes outside.
Oh, really?
Like on a line. So people, everything in the dryer. Daniel says bathroom shower rod. We've done that. But I just buy everything to go in the dryer where it's easier. Well, I think it's easier, but I know you know about the store that we've got in the UK called Primark, which is very cheap and cheerful, and I know you have them over here as well. But literally, I don't think there's anything you can buy in Primark that can go in the tumble dryer. It all shrinks. I might try a few things with the delicate setting. I actually did with a couple of things. NC Citizen, if you saw, just move away very quickly. Yep, we're drying clothes. So we are doing that. We're putting it on the back of the on the chairs. And what I have actually done, it might sound a bit crazy, I've put some stuff in the car because it's that hot that I put it in the car and I'm like, it's going to dry in like seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Super chat.
So Richard says, selling of fireworks vary state to state. Some you can buy year round, others not. And some restrict what you can buy and where you can set them off.
Wow.
So back home.
Thank you.
They were trying to, they basically were at one point trying to ban fireworks apart from in, what am I trying to say? Organised events. Because
you can't have fun.
No, it's
you
not.
Can't have fun in the UK.
This is one of those things that I'm like borderline with. I do like a firework. I don't like fireworks going off every 5 minutes. And I think about the pets and the animals, and it terrifies them as well. And when you've got little kids and you're trying to get them to sleep and there's fireworks going off, if you know it's firework night, that's back home, or maybe the 4th of July or a celebration and there's fireworks going on, you can kind of prepare for it. You can look after your pets, you can get your children aware that there's going to be noises, so you can do something about it. But when it just goes off willy-nilly, it's kind of like
willy-nilly.
Annoying.
Do you guys use that term? Willy-nilly.
To be honest, I don't think I use that term very often. It just came out.
I think that's the first time I've heard you say that word.
I've said it before.
Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
That means sort of like all the time, just randomly, willy-nilly, just do,
So I can kind of get on board with the sentiment of not having fireworks available to the general public. We also have it. Is it Halloween? Yeah, at Halloween. So I used to work a long time ago in Asda, which is used to be part of Walmart.
Yeah.
And when it was Halloween, we had to check IDs for people if they wanted to buy flour or eggs. Because...
Oh, what, explosive?
No, because...
flowers?
They're not flowers, flour.
No, flour can be explosive.
Well, it wasn't for that purpose. It was because kids would play pranks, throw eggs, flour and stuff like that. So we would have to ID to check they were over a certain age to be able to buy it,
Yeah, trick or treat.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's the trick.
Young man, what are you doing with these eggs and flour? I'm going to bake a cake. Okay, that's fine. That kind of thing. I'm sure there were ways around it. But I get with fireworks, you have to be over a certain age. And we do have a few pop-up firework places, don't we, in the UK? And we were saying about it the other day. We said, what do they do when it's not like an event? Because in the UK, it's not firework. We don't have fireworks all the time, do we? Or not very regularly.
So yeah, Guy Fawkes, we have that in November.
Which I've never really understood why.
Celebrating someone's blowing up the Houses of Parliament?
Yeah, someone trying
to. Sorry, if algorithm's listening, we're not promoting anything.
No, so somebody tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. You probably know this. So they got caught and whatnot. So every year in the UK, we kind of celebrate that event, because I'm not saying that we don't, because we do, because everyone celebrates it and forgets the real meaning. A few amount of people probably burn the effigy of the guy who tried to blow up Parliament. So he's kind of But a lot of people don't do that, and it's just fireworks. So it's kind of like it's a real odd thing.
But yeah, we call it fireworks night. But it was Guy Fawkes was the guy that tried to do it.
Guy was the guy.
Yeah, Guy Fawkes, and they would have got away with it, but apparently, the lookout guy fell asleep, and he was putting all this gunpowder underneath the Houses of Parliament. So this, if the algorithm's listening, this is a history thing. They put all this gunpowder, treason, and plot. Remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot. So
there's no reason why gunpowder season should ever be forgot.
Yeah.
Or was it fireworks season?
I don't know. I've not heard that bit, but
you only remember the beginning.
So they set it all up. They were going to, and I think the lookout guy fell asleep or something, and they all got caught. So that's kind of, we celebrate that. I think it's quite a good celebration, you know.
I was going to say something, but I stopped myself.
Yeah.
We get in trouble for that one.
Right, super chat.
Real, get to a small town parade and fireworks. That's the intention. Yeah. Also, dryers have temperature guides. Put on low heat or air dry. Okay, I'm going to, because back home we don't have that. We've got one of those sensor. It's nothing like the ones I've seen in these Airbnbs, and I don't want to sound in the slightest disrespectful, because it was a wedding gift from my mum and dad, wasn't it? Our tumble dryer.
Doesn't play music at us.
It doesn't. It's not very musical.
Doesn't jingle.
No, I'm going to send it back now.
I think we should get one that does a little tune to us.
But it's got one of those sensors, so you put it on a setting, and if it recognises that the clothes are dry, it would just stop. So it's a safety kind of feature as well, which is great. But I don't think it's got certain settings, but it's not got like a low heat or air dry, or just I don't know how to use the thing, and that's why I don't know how to do it.
And again, they're really expensive to run. I'm not sure what they're like over here. Please let us know. But in the UK, it's really expensive to run in terms of electricity.
I'm just laughing because Super Dave just said, try a maternity store clearance rack and keep eating. I was actually telling John earlier that I didn't think a lot of my summer clothes were going to fit me, because I'm the heaviest I've been for quite a while. And I said a lot of the clothes I wore last summer were my maternity clothes, because Alyssa, obviously, no, she's in our bed.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. Because I was pregnant with Alyssa. But in hindsight, sorry, that is the chair.
That was a chair, it wasn't me. That wasn't wind.
Wasn't me. That was no code Brown over here.
Not this time.
I should have actually bought my maternity clothes instead of like moving them on, because
I should have borrowed your maternity clothes.
I have got some like nice floaty dresses which aren't too tight on the tummy, which is where most of my weight seems to go. Tummy and hips.
I'm literally built for comfort now. I know I'm skinny, but my belly is getting.
You always say this about being skinny, and I don't think you're.
I'm skinny arms and skinny legs, but I'm like a frog. So you pick a frog up, it's got this big gut and these spendy little legs.
It's a
toad.
I'm joking. You're fine.
Okay.
Richard said, be prepared. The 4th is going to be off the hook. I think it will be.
Yeah.
And I'm quite excited that we're going to be doing Canada Day as well. And 4th of July. I mean,
there's a lot of anti-British stuff going on.
I know, but to be honest, I'm going to maybe throw my Polish citizenship in the hat there, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm not British either, because at the moment there's not too many things to be proud about. Adam,
the people are good though. A lot of the British people are very good.
No, so right, I'm just reading Adam's message. I'm going to say it. It just says, I hope this doesn't come off mean. I'm not trying to brag, but I've camped in 107 degrees weather. Maybe Americans are more adjusted to the warm weather than Europeans.
Yeah.
The only caveat I would put to that, I would say British, because a lot of Europeans have a lot of good weather as well, and they can deal with the heat a lot better than we can.
They are geared up. So like Spain, they had 40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
But they're geared up. A lot of them have air conditioning. There's a lot of stone buildings as well.
Yeah.
Really thick stone, so it keeps the temperature down. They are really geared up. Now the UK, schools is closed. Schools closed. GP, general practitioners, they closed. Bins.
Didn't even get
trash.
didn't get collected because it was so hot. And we often have this conversation in my little family, or our little family, not us, but like our wider family, about the trash collections in the UK. They're kind of, I don't want to get into that, but they're terrible. But then you go to a country like Spain, and every single evening they get their trash collected. So there is no trash everywhere. And that is a great thing. So I've digressed. We've digressed into talking about trash. But I do think, Britain, but it's the same. If it snows, everything shuts down as well because we don't know what to do with it. So
it's the government.
We can't deal with any extremes. We're just like, oh no, it's not raining and mild out. It's either freezing cold or boiling hot, and we don't know what to do about it.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about that.
No, you brag as much as you want, Adam, because I'm with you. I wish I was more acclimatized, and that's one of the things that I find strange. Sometimes we definitely haven't acclimated to the weather, because we will come over here and we will need to wear shorts and t-shirts, and then we see people walking around and they've got their jeans and jumpers or pants and sweaters.
My sister's acclimatized.
Yeah.
She'd be wearing jeans and a jumper, and it's like summer in the UK. She goes, "Oh, it's a bit chilly." But actually, talking about Adam, Adam is a patron, long-time patron of ours. He's got a cast iron cooking channel he does with his two boys, and great channel. Check him out on YouTube. He's a patron. So when we were back in the UK, we did a patron Zoom. That's one thing we tried to do. Patreon Zooms where you can all pop up and we can all chat. All of a sudden it goes, bing, T260 wants to come and have a chat. And I was like, "Oh, okay, how you doing?" And he's like this, sweating. It's really sweating. Like that. I'm like, "Adam, you all right?" He goes, "Yeah." It was like 110 degrees or something like that. And he was in the loft working.
Attic.
He was in an attic working. And he's like sweating. And he's like, "Oh, I'm just working and all." And he's like, "I just thought I'd join in." So he had his cell phone, and he's like partway through work, sweating, but he joined in the Patreon chat. That was amazing. I remember looking at him thinking, "Oh, poor bugger. He must be so hot." You know, being in an attic or what we call a loft, because obviously it's up high, insulated, really hot, and he was sweating, wasn't he? Sweating buckets. And I was like, "Oh, poor Adam, poor guy," but he still checked in.
Oh, bless him.
Legend.
I've seen lots of people as well saying they do use willy-nilly, so I'm not alone in saying that.
No, it's cool. It was one of those things that, and I'm flitting now, but when we met Laurence Brown, he was saying how nice it is to, because he's British, he gets the humour and some other sayings. He was just saying, "Oh, it's so nice to." Not that he doesn't like talking to Americans at all. That's not how it was meant or phrased. But he's like, "Oh, it's so nice to speak to British people."
I guess he gets probably homesick, even though he gets to go back. The majority of the accents that he hears day to day are going to be American. So I think for him, it was kind of refreshing and comforting hearing our terrible English accents.
But he was like laughing to himself about some of the things we'd say. And we do, because we're like, oh, sorry. We're always apologizing. "Oh, sorry." But one of the things that made him sort of chuckle to himself was when you put something in the trash. So Americans would say, "Oh, put that in the trash." I would say, and Nikita would normally say, "Can you pop that in the bin?" So it's like we've got this, let's say recycling or something. Can you pop that in the bin? And he thought it was funny because I've not heard that for years. So put something in the trash. If I was like, "Nikita, do you mind putting that? Can you chuck that in the trash?" But I'm not quite sure what you would say. But in the UK, it'd be like, "Oh, can you pop that in the bin? Pop that in the bin." And I don't know why we just always say it, and it made him chuckle. So there's quite a few, and a few things that made him chuckle. But yeah, Laurence and I have got a lot in common. Apart from he's very well educated and very intelligent. And I'm not so much, but apart from that, we've got quite a lot in common. Grew up in the same era. We like the same things. And he was like one of those guys who'd be like, "Oh, we just enjoyed hanging out with him, didn't we?"
We did. It was like he said this, and so did Tara. it's like meeting friends that we've been talking to for a long time, but we haven't, because obviously the history is that you reacted to Laurence a long time ago and reached out to him, didn't you, and said, Laurence, would you mind if I reacted to your videos? And he was somebody that came back and said, no, that's absolutely fine. And then we had Laurence appear on one of our patron Zooms, didn't we, which was really cool.
Very cool.
And then I started reacting along with you to some of Laurence's videos, and we've been fans of his for a long time. So we kind of feel like we know him, but we don't. And it was such a relaxed day. And I'm going to bring it back to the chat where Michelle, I've lost the chat, but Michelle, paraphrasing, asked, did you get over your nervousness meeting Laurence?
Oh, yeah. It's a good point. Yeah, I was nervous. And I'm quite happy to say, I said to Laurence, I said, look, I'm not going to lie. It's very British, but I was quite nervous. And he said, well, yeah, me too. He just gets a bit apprehensive. But they were so good with the kids.
Incredible.
Really, really good. And bearing in mind, the kids have been in the car for like 3 days, haven't they? Solid.
Yeah, driving up from Florida.
Driving up from Florida.
I'd say not solid because we spent nights in hotels.
Oh yeah, we slept in hotels.
Yeah, not slept in the car. Although that was a consideration because the Wagoneer is so big, we could all sleep in you included. We could all sleep in the car. And when I say you included, I mean because you're tall, you'd fit in, not because we would throw you out the car and not let you sleep in it with us.
But Laurence was surprised. He was like, "Oh, you're quite tall, aren't you?" So we're about the same height, Laurence and I. And he was like, "Oh, Laurence." Oh, David. But he's like, "Oh, wow, you're quite tall, aren't you?" So he didn't quite know. He said, "It's always funny, like you see people on TV or YouTube, you sort of suss out, oh, I wonder how tall they are." And he was great, really, really. He was so good. Both of them were so good with the kids. And like I say, Alana and Alyssa both been sat in the car for 3 days. It's tough on them. They got Alana's got loads of energy. She appears very confident on when the camera's at her, but when you're face to face with her, she's very different. She gets quite shy and she'll not act up, but doesn't quite know how to handle that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, shyness, but there's so much potential in her, isn't it?
I can actually see it that Alyssa, you've probably said, she's a social butterfly. She gets everyone's attention when she's walking around because I don't know how, she just catches people's eyes and
she looks around at people and
waves. We had it in Cracker Barrel. There was a table next to us and she was turned around the whole time, communicating with them, and we were like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they're like, no, it's fine. And they were chatting to her.
But everywhere we go.
She does it, doesn't she? But Alana, what she'll do, so Alyssa will be the person, I think, that's going to break the ice, introduce somebody into a conversation, and Alana's going to go one of two ways. She's either going to get really embarrassed and do something out of nervousness, or she's going to be like, oh, okay, so I can use this as a way to break the shyness and speak to somebody. And I think that's what it is. I think Alyssa will be the one to be a bit more forward in terms of not as shy as Alana is, because she is very shy.
I think Alana takes after me in that respect. Believe it or not, I was cripplingly shy as a kid, really shy, really shy, and sort of brought up not to shut up and not say too much, or we don't want to come across as like a big head and stuff like that. So I know there's so much potential in her. But yes, woo, super chat.
Actually, it wasn't woo, it was woo. It's from our friends, The Blank.
Hey, brothers, how you doing?
So excited for you guys and hope you're having a blast.
They're owning it. I saw Zach did a reaction to the Scottish guys, or the Scottish soccer or football fans, and they're doing really, really well. So they're basically the mirror opposite of us, although we don't do reactions so much, but they're trying different foods and coming to the UK. Great guys, great channel.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
guys.
and
families as well, because behind all of those guys, they've got amazing wives and families as well, haven't they? We had the pleasure when we were last here of going to North Carolina again.
I just want to say, when you said about the partners and stuff, Taylor, if you're watching, I'll be your partner.
Oh, sorry, Taylor.
I love you, Taylor. He gives the best hugs.
He does give a good hug.
He gives a really good hug. I don't know if you're in the chat, Taylor, but I love you, man. I love you all of you guys. But yeah.
Oh, I put the foot in that one, didn't I?
Yeah. As soon as you said it, I was like,
well, I was just
number
thinking.
one. Morgan and Morgan. Morgan and Morgan.
They're all
number one. Number one in the USA.
He's out of striking distance. I think that was a sensible thing to do. Do you know what? When you walk around this thing, you're either quite heavy-footed, but you make the laptop shake and everything around.
Right.
What?
Rude.
There is no earthquakes happening here in Michigan. That is
Oi.
David.
Rude.
That is not rude.
That's rude.
No, I don't mean it rude. You were making it shake.
Pure Michigan.
Oh, dear.
We're loving Michigan, by the way. Loving it.
We are. What was I going to say? It's completely gone. So talking about our time here in Michigan, we have enjoyed everything.
The Billboards.
Right, I'm going to take him off that because it's getting on my nerves now. No, we have enjoyed everything, and we've stayed in probably, we were talking to John and Paul about this, quite obscure places, because I think people would expect us to stay in real touristy areas. And that's not us. We like to not stay in those kind of places. And that's one of the reasons we booked the place we're in now, because we were like, okay, so we could be in the hustle and bustle of everything. We could be right there, but then we'd have to move around. And we like to down tools. We like to unpack everything as much as we can and stay in the same place like as much as we can, because for us, every time we move accommodation is a whole day. So it's a day traveling to somewhere. And even if you don't travel that far, you can't check in till a certain time. So it makes more sense to stay in one place. And rather than wasting the whole day, you might only drive for a few hours there and back. So that is exactly what we've done. So when we booked where we are, we thought, let's have a look around. We found somewhere like fairly central to everywhere that we wanted to go. Admittedly, we didn't go to everywhere we wanted to go because it has been that full on and that much fun that we've done things that we probably weren't really planning to do in just like days off that we haven't filmed. We've just experienced things, which has been brilliant. And I know on the second channel I posted the other day, because it was in Detroit, and we had such a fun time in Detroit and a busy day. And then we got home and it was like late, and I was like, I keep saying home, don't I? It's just been home for the week.
Yeah, it has been home.
And we got here and I was like, oh, I've not done anything for the second channel. And then everyone was so supportive, and they were like, do you know what? It is your holiday as well. It's your vacation. And above all, like, we're not treating it as a vacation as much as we probably
not far from
should, because we are, I know people won't see it the same way, but we are working on the channel every day. So they said you deserve some downtime. So that's why yesterday we took the downtime.
It made a massive difference. Just to take although it wasn't a complete day, I was editing. I'm trying to get the Laurence Brown collaboration done for Thursday. But on the whole, because we weren't having to drive, 6-8 hour round trips, which is what we have been doing, or 8 hours to somewhere. I felt like we recharged a little bit.
We did,
and we were getting we were getting burnt out. Because it's been like 2.5 weeks of full on, nearly 3 weeks of just full on every day, and obviously you're battling jet lag. It's different when it's just adults, but with children, they might wake up in the middle of the night, or you're traveling somewhere and you've got to stop. Because obviously they take priority, so things slow down a bit, don't they? But yeah, yesterday was good, really good. I mean, it's all been good, but yesterday was good to sort of stop, and it sort of opened my eyes to, like, actually a day of stopping is just as if not more important than a day of filming, because you feel a bit more energized, and we're getting a bit burnt out. Well, I was definitely getting burnt out.
I think we all were, and I think the girls were as well, even though they're not doing anything whilst they're in the car. I think they just wanted a day to just run around and not cause havoc, but because they don't. for us, maybe they do, but they're not unruly children.
No.
But it was just like,
sorry, I don't understand.
they're not unruly. That's what I said. No, it's just nice for them to, I know, like the silly things, to be able to just watch TV or not be like, right, we've got to get ready, we're going out, we're going to do this.
Oh, it's always a rush, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do your teeth, make sure you clean your teeth, or breakfast, clean up, wipe your mouth, clean your teeth, make sure you dress, everything, you're clean, nappies changed, we've got food packed.
And that's just David. I had to change his diaper 3 times before we left today.
That's a good one. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was very good.
Here all night, guys. No, but the
yeah, that was really good.
This morning we had a bit of a lie-in. It was about
done me there like a kipper.
8-ish or something, and we got ourselves up and ready, and it was a bit relaxed. But
done me then.
I do not know how quickly, or I never knew how quickly 3 hours could go just like that when you have kids, because it was like I felt. And I'm not saying that you weren't, I'm just talking about myself. I felt all morning I was rushing around to get out the door for 11 to have our patron meet up for 12. And it was a craziness, wasn't it? Just like, right, have your breakfast. And like, sometimes you give kids their food and you think, right, that should take 10 minutes for you to eat it. And no, that piece of toast you've given them has taken 4 hours for them to just eat it, because in the same time they've been taking their clothes off, running around, painting their face, doing everything but eat the toast. So it was one of those mornings where everything just seemed quite crazy and hectic. And yesterday was just nice to be like, do you know what? We ain't got to do anything.
Yeah.
The only thing we're going to do is go out to the store to buy something to cook for dinner.
And even today, right, it was only an hour drive, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was like just like that. And it's like, oh, wow, it's only an hour. That's a short journey. And we're kind of getting into the way Americans drive. And that was cool. That was cool. Not far, is it, at all?
No, and we are really enjoying road tripping in America, because we said it on the last live. I can actually do so much on, I say on my phone. I'm not like scrolling through Facebook and liking videos of cats and stuff. I'm actually like working, as we call it.
I think you'll be driving tomorrow for a bit.
Do you reckon this might have something to do with it?
Yeah, you'll be driving tomorrow. John,
are you looking? It's your fault. This is your fault. Yeah, no, I'm fine to drive. I quite like driving.
Yeah, but I will say Nikita has been bloody really good driving over here. She's like literally a duck to water, not intimidated by the car at all, really adapted to driving on the roads. And I know you're like, oh, I don't like parking, but your parking's been brilliant. I've never been, a couple of times I've been nervous at the start, because I don't know how you're going to react or how you're going to be in the car. And I'm hypersensitive, but that was just a waste of my energy, because you've been great.
Thank you. I think that was a compliment. I'll just point out some of the first times that I had to drive on my, in this car, David decided that he was maybe a little bit more tired and I should take over driving. So it was getting late. It started to rain. We hit the city.
Oh, yeah, every time you took over driving, it started raining, didn't it?
It rained. We got to the cities, the busy places, and so that I can get you being sensitive, because and then the girls get fed up and start crying or something in the car. So it's not the best time to drive. You like to drive in the morning, and then I get the afternoon shift.
There was one time, luckily, I was driving. I think, where were we?
Oh, Georgia.
We were in Georgia, and I couldn't see. The rain came down so much, and I had the wipers on full. You know what wipers do. I don't know why I needed to do the thing. You know exactly what it is. Pardon me. It's gassy.
Again,
it's getting gassy,
John,
isn't it?
your
Gassy.
fault. John's got a lot to answer for.
I couldn't see the bonnet. The rain was coming down that quick, that fast. And I was like, whoa. Got to slow right down. So we were on the interstate. It was like 70 or 75. I went right down to I just sort of coasted down to about 30. And everyone did. I just couldn't see the bonnet. I've never driven in that kind of weather before, where so much rain comes down.
It was a lot.
Because normally when it's going really, really fast, You can see a bit. You can see head. I couldn't see the bonnet of the car. Bonnet, hood. I couldn't see the hood.
No, I did say to David that I was
Bad.
glad he was driving at that point.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
No, I'm hoping I'm going to earn like both wife points and driver points for this one, because Katrina just said who drove over Mighty Mac. Both times. So I drove.
Yeah, you did great.
You started off driving, didn't you, yesterday or the day before when we went to Mackinac Island?
Yeah, and we stopped, and I was like,
we stopped, and I said, "Well, I'm quite happy. Like I'm not a great driver.
you are.
I think I'm all right driving. I'm not great.
You are a good driver.
I'm not. I don't want to say I'm overly confident, but I like driving. I don't mind driving, and I love driving other cars, which is a weird thing. But I'm not a petrol head. I do not know anything about cars, but I love driving other cars. In my old job, before I got the position that I was in before I went on maternity leave, whenever I had to go somewhere, I had to have a rental car, and the company would deliver a car, give it to me if I was going from A to B, so I didn't have to use my personal car. And I loved getting a different car delivered because I just like driving other cars for some reason.
It's a different experience, isn't it?
So I'm quite happy driving other cars. Admittedly, I was like a bit scared of the Wagoneer at the start.
Yeah, it's not a car, it's a beast.
But it handles quite nicely for a car of that size. And
Paul said today it's like basically like a Ram, like his Ram.
Yeah,
but it's got a back on it.
Yeah, the cover, hasn't it?
Mm.
And I like driving it because it is actually, for a car of that size, it handles particularly well.
It's got a bit of poke as well.
It has.
I'm not sure what the engine size is, but it's got a bit of poke. If you put your foot down, it's like oh, this is good, isn't it?
Yes. So I've enjoyed driving, but what happens is when we wake up in the morning and decide we're going somewhere, you most of the time automatically get in the driver's seat.
Yeah, because I feel a bit more refreshed. I'm like, well, let's do a drive.
But I said I'm perfectly fine driving. And,
oh, you are, yeah.
And yeah, so I did the Mighty Mac both ways. The first going there, you were trying to film, weren't you, as well?
Yeah.
Because we're going over it, but it's not the like smoothest of bridges to drive over the surfaces for filming. Yeah. Because it's a bit like,
oh yeah, when you get on the grate bits.
Yeah,
grates.
I guess it's like that for reasons like if it freezes and stuff like that. The road surface has to be not completely smooth, otherwise it would just be an ice trap. And the bridges always freeze first. I've seen loads of those signs, and that's something I didn't know. That's something I've learned. We had a first today. Well, we've had loads of firsts. We have no, but today it probably wasn't a first. We probably just ignored the fact that it was happening. But when you come off some of the interstates and you go like up the ramp to come off the interstate, and you want to go left or right, maybe to like the gas station or wherever you might be going, you get there. There's a stop sign, but it's a red flashing light. So for us, we were like, well, we've got to stop. And then after just watching everyone for a little while, which is probably where we fell down previously, because the cars behind us were probably like, why the hell are you still watching people and sat here? We realised it's probably just a warning sign to say, look, beware. This is a stop sign. It's the same rules as a stop sign, but we've got a flashing light because you've just come off the interstate and you might be driving really fast. So we figured that one out today, that if you come off the interstate, actually, I think we figured this out. If we're wrong, please let us know, because we're going to get in so much trouble driving. But you come off the interstate, you go up the ramp, you hit a stop sign, flashing red light. It basically means treat it like a stop sign. But it just keeps flashing red. Yeah. Because to start off with, I was waiting for it to go green, or like amber and green. And I was like, what's going on? And I was like, I can't go on a red, because we wanted to go left, not right. If it was right, I'd be like, oh, okay, we just go. But because it was flashing red, I was like, well, this is just confusing. I'm like, why do there's a stop sign there. Why have you got this flashing lights? And it wasn't until you said, well, probably because you just come off the interstate. You might be driving 70 miles an hour, slowing down. And you might think, oh, yeah, and not see the stop sign. So when you explained it like that, I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. But had I been driving, I probably would have done exactly the same as you. But when you're not driving and you're a passenger, you can sometimes like think about these things because you're not thinking about everything else. So I was like, actually, I think this is like just telling us, be cautious. This is a stop sign. Yeah, so flashing red is the same as a stop sign. Yeah.
And I like the whole whoever stops first goes. I kind of like that.
We actually were filming, weren't we, when I was driving and we were doing this, but I'm not sure if it ever will be a video or a short. But stop signs, I think, are the really good idea. But one thing I do struggle with, and I've noticed a couple of drivers also struggle with this, is stopping. Because when you pull up to a crossroad or a junction and you can clearly see that there is nothing coming, yet you should stop completely. Was it stop all the way? Does it say?
Well, you've got to stop. Yeah, you just have to stop. And I think,
and I think that's the law, isn't it? You've got to come to a complete stop. And if you don't, then obviously you're kind of breaking some of the road laws.
Yeah, always stop. We're not promoting not stopping.
No, I'm not promoting that at all. But I'm just saying it feels alien to me because when you're back home in the UK and you drive and we don't have stop signs, but you come to a junction, you can see it's clear. So
we do have stop signs.
I've just not noticed
yeah,
them.
yeah, you do get stop
I just
signs,
drove through them.
But not like they are over here. You do get stop signs, but not like they are over here.
Actually funny because when I went out with Alana and Alyssa, we went to Five Below in the Dollar Tree store. It was just the three of us that went out because you were editing.
I didn't get any presents either.
No, you didn't. But, you should be happy with the afterbite.
Yeah, so I got the insect spray stuff. Thanks.
You're welcome. So when we went out, Alana started going to me, Mummy, I can see a stop sign coming up. And I was like, oh, thanks, darling. She's helping me navigate. And she told me that she could see them on the sat nav or the GPS coming up.
She's
quite
smart.
switched on with that. And she was like, there's another stop sign. I was like, oh, thank you. So yeah, she was my little co-pilot in the Wagoneer, as we call it.
Oh, I love that car. I do love that car. So when the Kia that we had, and we love that car as well, but a service light came on. So it was like, we got thousands of miles to drive and the service lights come on. So, and they were like, well, what car do you want? It's like a free upgrade, but it was like a Mercedes. We could have got a Mercedes SUV. There was I think it was a Chrysler.
Oh, I can't even remember.
And a Jeep. And I remember going, the Jeep, we had it in Florida.
Not the Wagoneer.
It wasn't a Wagoneer, it was a smaller one. But I remember it had the air cooling on the bum. And I was like, just get the Jeep. Just get the Jeep. And then when we got the Jeep, I was like, bloody hell, this thing's massive. Massive. And I was like, oh, it's got the cooling on the bum thing. I was like, yes. It's got the cooling on the bum. So the first thing I did was whack that up. Oh, yeah. Cooling the undercarriage and that, yeah. Oh, yes. Let's drop a couple of degrees down there. And I was like, oh, it's nice.
Crotch coolers. Thank you, Monty. That sounds better than the undercarriage breeze.
Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. When it's a bit hot and, you want something to sort of cool it down. You want AC down there, don't you? You want AC pants or something. I'm
going to be honest. I'm not sure whether they're leather seats or imitation leather, but I don't usually like that in a car because I find I don't like leather seats full stop actually because I find them sticky. If you don't have clothes, I was going to say if you don't have clothes on, not that I drive naked or do anything.
Yeah, it's a hot day. You're going to stick to that, aren't you? Right?
I mean, if you have shorts or a dress on, skin to leather contact's not great. So I always prefer something that's not, but I appreciate leather's good for wiping clean if you have kids and they spill something on it. Anywho, I would not get that as... I don't even know where I was going with this.
I'm not sure where you're going either.
Oh.
Adult stores?
No, I'm not going to the adult store. Not in my Wagoneer.
Levers and...
No. I was just going to say that the fact that it is leather and you could stick to it, having the cooling prevents a little bit of that situation from occurring. And
what is there, a big fan in the seat or something? I don't know how it works. How does it work?
I think if you look carefully, there's little holes.
Yeah, I can see the little holes.
And I think
is there a big fan in the seat?
Maybe it's underneath. It's funny because on the short that we did, somebody said, you've just got to be careful not to let one out because then it blows back in your face.
Yeah, well, that actually happened at one point, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah, it did actually happen. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, that was me. Oh dear, that did happen. Yeah, I got I must have had dairy or something, but yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, the joys, the joys.
Well, you might call it a joy, but some
Yeah,
of us
well,
don't.
it was. I was like, Jesus. No wonder you always complain. It stinks.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I find that
toilet humour gets me. I'm like a kid.
If
When it comes to toilet humour, I am such a child.
If we talk about leather, right? I don't find it.
Yeah.
No, but what about people that wear leather like pants?
Why would you wear leather? I'd have to put talcum powder on.
That was the Friends episode where Ross.
I'd have to talc.
You would.
I wouldn't want talc. I wouldn't talc.
Oh, I don't know.
You need to breathe.
I don't know if Teresa's still in the chat, and I don't know if this is a good place to start talking about this. But Teresa recommended a form of nappy rash cream, which I saw in the stores the other day, and I bought some more because that was it. It's butt paste, wasn't it? We didn't buy butt paste, but we were sent some when we had Lana.
Butt paste, that's amazing.
Paste. Yes, we had butt paste, but I saw that in the store. But Teresa recommended something else, and I know this shouldn't really follow on from leather and you doing that, but yeah, I was just looking because there's certain things that I didn't.
Bit chafing.
Yeah,
chafe. Do you use that word, guys? Chafe, and things like rub, like you sort of chafes, and you wish you had like the cool air going up for your seat, kind of thing.
I'm sure people use chafing. It's not like foreign language.
Well, no, we're two countries separated by a common language.
But back
sorry,
to
I got a bit of gas.
Not obviously from his bottom, because I wouldn't be sitting this close to him if that happened. I'd be putting you in the Wagoneer if you smell that.
Yeah, oh jeez. Oh.
Yeah, it's probably a really boring conversation, and I don't even know why I brought it up. But we had to, believe it or not, we packed fairly light, even though we've got 3 and a small suitcase between us.
Yeah, we've got a lot of luggage, though.
We've got a lot of luggage, but we haven't got a lot of stuff, really. It was because, and I know we said this on a previous live, so I'm sorry for repeating ourselves, but we bought all of Alyssa's stuff as well, so we had to bring all of her bottles.
A bed.
No,
we brought all her stuff, a bed.
We've actually got her a bed.
A carpet.
We have got her bed, but that was because we were fortunate enough that
travel cot.
It was Lana's, and your sister kept hold of it for us. But we bought her a lot of baby formula, like milk formula, with us, and that took up. We bought 6 things, and you can imagine each one's like so big, so it takes up.
They're quite heavy as well,
in the case.
And the reason we did it is because literally it's twice as expensive over here.
3-4 times expensive.
Yeah,
it's. I think I told you before. It's shy of £12 back home. So I've seen it for $9, $99 plus.
So something that would cost in the UK, let's say $9, including tax. Over here costs $45
before tax. And that's not to say that particular thing is really expensive over here. It's because it is a UK brand. So I get that you've got lots of other baby formulas, but for those of you that don't know, and I'm sorry for telling you something you already know, we didn't want to swap Alyssa's formula for something else and risk her having an upset stomach or anything like that.
Don't want that on the road.
No, so we just bought a lot with us. And I can see somebody said about A&D, Super Dave. Yeah, A&D, that is the stuff we bought because Teresa recommended it. So we bought some A&D. For David's bottom, because you've had a lot of code browns, haven't you, and issues with the ventilation.
Not good.
No,
it's been carnage.
But sorry, my point was there were certain things I didn't bring with us because I was like, we could buy it over in the US, and that was one of the things I was like, oh, we can get that, and I didn't get it until we needed it. And then Teresa said about A&D, and had I gone to the store and looked out for what we buy back home, you don't have it. You have different brands. So I'm glad Teresa told us about that because I was like, oh yeah, that reminded me I needed to get that.
Our good friend Travis
just
said in the thing, just give us some barbecue.
What, Alyssa?
Yeah.
She's fine. She doesn't need it. Hang on, earthquake in Michigan.
Hey, tell them about the sign. Bigfoot sign.
Oh, so we actually, when we were talking to John and Paul earlier, they were telling us about. Oh, thanks, Teresa. They were actually telling us about Bigfoot, or you don't call him a Yeti, do you? Yeti's the abominable snowman.
Chupacabra.
No. Bigfoot. What else is he called? I can't remember.
Cheers, John.
I did not realise that it was such a big thing here in Michigan.
No, I wouldn't have.
thought It was more Appalachia.
Appalachia, the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah. So, because we watched Mountain Monsters.
I
Does anyone
love
else watch
Mountain Monsters.
It was hilarious, but also really.
Well, it was just good. It was good TV.
It was. Sasquatch, that's it. Thank you.
Sasquatch, yeah.
So there's lots of things over here in Michigan about it. And I was like, I would never put the two and two together. But we love it because we love things like that. And as we were driving to Mackinac Island, we saw loads of signs. And yeah, massive Bigfoot signs.
Yeah, it was like that.
But it was like somebody had not made them. It wasn't like an amateur sign.
It was a brown sign, wasn't it? It's proper.
No, but like somebody had been putting all these signs up along the road because it was their opinions and what they believed in.
He's real. He's real.
And this was one of the things I was saying to John and Paul earlier. So in Scotland, you have the folklore of Loch Ness, the Loch Ness monster. And if Loch Ness, I don't know the... Sorry, Dave is moving again. He's just very heavy-footed and sometimes things do move. If in Scotland you have Loch Ness monster, and I do not even know how big Loch Ness is and how deep the water is or anything else. But if that happens in Scotland, it's nowhere near as big as the lakes around here in Michigan. So what kind of things live in the Michigan waters? And John and Paul said whitefish. But other than that, what else lives in these waters? Or would you have us believe lives in these waters? Because I'm just like, oh, we have the Loch Ness monster in Lake Chaplin. Nessie mentioned. Okay. So you do have a Loch Ness. Is it, Patricia? Because I have no idea what the deepest lake would be. But I'm sure that your lakes are very much like bigger. And when we were in Idaho, I think, okay, maybe it was because, so we've not been on Idaho in this trip, I'll just clarify that. When we went to Idaho before the channel, we were on Lake Ponderay. I can't remember how you actually say it, but it was that deep that they did a lot of the military training. Was it?
There was a naval base,
yeah,
right,
sorry,
just literally just down the hill.
Military. And they did a lot of the submarines and the activity there in the lake because it was that deep. So that's why I thought that these lakes would be a lot deeper and bigger and more vast than they would Loch Ness.
So is there like a tale or a story about a monster that lives in the lakes?
I'm just reading.
Thank you all for being here, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here. It's amazing.
I'm sorry, I'm just too busy reading. The Lake Erie monster.
Tell us about that.
I know it's a film. But bye, Eric. Have a good night. Oh, it's actually later than I thought. I hope work goes well for you tomorrow. And we're sorry we didn't get the chance to meet up with you, but next time, because I'm sure there will be.
High five, fist bump, brother.
And next time. We'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we will. Lake Placid, I know it was a film.
That was a big crocodile, wasn't it?
Yeah, I truly believe that because we had a Lake Placid moment in Florida a couple of years ago.
Oh, that was massive.
We did talk about that on a previous live, so I don't want to hash old stories, but I think
that was the biggest. It was an alligator, but I don't know. It could have been a crocodile.
Monty. That's Lake Placid. Yeah, is there a movie about a giant alligator up in that area someplace? I don't know where Lake Placid is. I'm sure it's somewhere we'll revisit him because I'm sure I saw it on the map. They've reported bull sharks in the Great Lakes. They even have footage of it. Okay, so Alana said to us when we were driving from Chicago, and we were driving around Lake Michigan. I just saw a shark. She didn't, but we just humoured her. She said, I saw his horn. I was like, okay, well, I know it's not got a horn. I think she meant fin.
Fin, yeah.
So she was talking about it, and I know she didn't see one, but because we were that close to the shoreline. And then she was asking us questions, and I kept saying to her, no, there's no sharks. And when we were on the boat, she said, is there any sharks? I was like, no, there's no sharks in this water. It's a lake, it's not the sea.
I'm pretty sure there is a shark that lives
this is what Adam just said. There are...
They're deep.
No, but not just that. There are sharks, there are dolphins, and I'll get it wrong in terms of fresh and salt water or something, so don't quote me on this. But there are species that can go from like salt water to fresh water and vice versa. So they do show up. I don't know how the seas and the lakes are connected, and if that is even possible with the lakes around here in Michigan. I believe it would be. But
yeah,
there are species that could hop between the two. And
I know there is a shark. I saw a documentary on it about sharks in rivers.
Yeah, river sharks.
Yeah, they sort of adapted,
Mm-hmm.
and they look quite scummy. They look like quite greeny and like, I don't know, but it was like, yeah. So yeah, she could have done. She could have done.
I don't think she
Bull
saw
sharks.
one. Yeah, bull sharks are one of the ones that are responsible for more fatalities and more attacks on humans than any other shark, I believe.
What, from a river?
Not necessarily a river,
Not river
just
or a
in
lake.
general.
Oh,
Bull
right.
sharks in general, because I think the great white, because of Jaws, gets a lot of bad press, but I think bull sharks are some of the worst. I think.
What about tiger sharks? Aren't they quite aggressive?
I can't remember. I have got a fascination with sharks, I will admit.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, Jason just said tiger sharks.
Shark Week. I love Shark Week. Well, I say I love Shark Week. I haven't watched Shark Week for a long, long time, but I've loved Shark Week when I've watched it. And we did have we paid for Nat Geo. No, not Nat Geo. Discovery Plus for a bit, just so we could watch Deadliest Catch, wasn't it? And then I saw a few shark documentaries, so I watched that, and it was Shark Week. Oh, we would see sharks in Chesapeake Bay. That's what Rihal said. Lakes are higher than the ocean. Niagara Falls is where they drain into...
Is that from lake to sea, is it all?
I guess so. They've been reported in the Mississippi.
Wow.
Hawaii
has tiger sharks. Baby shark. Do baby shark.
Invasive species are
like
great
that.
like nightmares.
I like that.
I think the farthest
Baby
bull shark has
shark.
been found up the river was 2,200 miles up the Amazon. See, these are the things that do actually really interest me.
We love documentaries, don't we?
We do.
I'm not really into like soap operas and stuff like that, and reality shows that aren't the furthest thing from real. I like documentaries. I like something that's got a bit of substance.
Oh yeah.
Something real. I mean, I know to a degree things aren't always real on TV.
You just said mountain monsters. You like mountain monsters, and that's not really.
That's real.
Oh, okay.
That's bloody real.
It's so sad.
I saw a tracking.
Trapper tracking. It's actually really funny because
He was Trapper, isn't it?
I can't remember what. Before we were married, it was. I went to Croatia. I went with one of my friends for a birthday, and we went to Croatia. We went to this wooded area because we didn't just go to a wooded area. We went on this tour basically of the. I can't remember what it was called. It's going to really annoy me, and I'm sorry, but I'll think of it at some point.
We were living together, weren't we?
We were living together, but I took my friend to Croatia, like together with her sister. We paid for it, and it was like we did a really cheap but wonderful holiday. Went for like a few days, and we got like a really cheap Ryanair or EasyJet flight. We got cheap accommodation, and it was like a brilliant time. And that was like a gift from like a few of us, rather than just buying her a present. And anyway, we went to Croatia, and we did some wonderful sightseeing, and we went to this place, and I really can't remember what it was called. It was annoying me, but it was beautiful.
It doesn't matter, does it? It's like
and we went to this tree, like wooded area, and I was like,
a bit like a forest, or
yeah. And I said, Amy, can you just film me a minute? She had no idea what I was.
Oh, you were near a cave, weren't you?
No, I was just
Were you
in
not
the
near
woods.
just okay.
And she was filming me, and then I just started like acting out a scene of Mountain Monsters.
Went into character, didn't you?
I did. I went full on character mode. Did a scene from Mountain Monsters.
She went full on Mountain Monsters.
And I just sent it to David, and then just carried on with our day.
It was so funny when I saw that.
But that's like the kind of things that I find funny, but then they also play on my mind. So as you know, and a lot of our patrons know, when we were booking some accommodation for here in Michigan, I found this really lovely place that we could have stayed, but it was like by a lake in the woods. And I was like, what wildlife should I be worried about? And everybody told me about the wildlife, but they said the chances of encountering these species or wildlife is pretty much nigh on impossible. But I still couldn't book that place because I thought, oh, what if there's I'd love to see a bear, but not around somewhere where I was staying. I'd like to see like it driving through somewhere, but oh, it's a bear. Which was something I was going to say about earlier. Someone said about moose. You were talking about moose. The moose barbecue.
The moose barbecue.
When we were going to Mackinac Island, it said about the elk, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And it said like there's elk tourist information, but also like elk could be crossing for the next 12 miles.
Elk crossings, yeah.
And I was like, wouldn't it be incredible to see an elk? But at the same time, said I'm driving, I don't want to see an elk walk across the road. But like if there was one walking by the side of the road, I would love to see that.
I just had like a vision, you know, like the Beatles when in Liverpool and they're walking across the road. I just had this like vision of like 4 elks crossing the road like the Beatles did. Anywho,
Monty says, don't worry about the 4-legged wildlife, worry about the 2-legged. They make lots more noise. What's the 2-legged then? Oh, us. That's you, sorry. It's been a long day. No, hang on, it's you. A bear, no, not a bear driving through, like not literally a bear sat in the Wagoneer driving past, like driving.
Ooh.
Oh, hang on. This is something we watched on a bear documentary about bears rubbing their back and scent on trees.
Bear, Screech.
No, exactly. Bears can open doors. It was Bob and Screech, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Bob. Was it? It was Bob and Screech, yeah.
So this was about 2 bears that they were trying to release. You might have watched it. It never had a definitive ending to it, and we were really
gutted.
sad. But it was, I can't remember what the documentary was called. It was on Animal Planet.
He rescued 2 bears.
He had 2 bears, and he was trying to release them into the wild. So he built this enclosure, and then he got the walls down, had electric fence, and he was trying to get them to be able to roam free eventually.
Yeah, but to learn to hunt and look for water and look for food and basically survive. And he like lived with them, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a really nice documentary. Really good documentary. But there wasn't. It kind of just ended, but they didn't get released or nothing really happened.
Don't know what happened. So it's like really.
Yeah. So a lot of you said about this, about the vehicle doors and bears being able to open doors and do that. I had visions in the last accommodation for some reason, because it was a bit of a wooded area, that I would see a bear. And I was a little bit paranoid at times. And when we came to this accommodation, it's not wooded at all. But I was like, so we had lots of food in the car. And I made sure that every bit of food left the car and came into the accommodation. I don't know if you noticed that.
It would smell. Would it smell food inside a car?
Yes, because they put food in like. I don't know if I just heard one of the girls. I wasn't freezing because I saw a bear. Yep. Do you want to go? Okay, David's turn. I've seen things where they can open sometimes the big bear proof boxes and things that you can buy for if you're out hiking and you're camping and things like that. I've seen them open car doors, trash cans, even we watched a couple of those bear attack documentaries where they've managed to almost open doors and things. So yeah, it had me a little bit concerned at times, because we don't have any wildlife to worry about. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did the old Vulcan thing. You know, that's,
Well, I hope you didn't.
I didn't really.
I don't think we're going to make it. So I just saw Tiffany ask about Grand Rapids. I don't think we're going to make it back to Grand Rapids because we're leaving for Canada tomorrow. And whilst there's so many things that we would have loved to have done, we've not had chance to do half of the things we wanted to do, which is always the case because we know that even if we spent a month here or a month in any state or even longer, we wouldn't get to explore everything. But we've had a nice taster of everything here in Michigan that we definitely want to come back for another trip. There's no two ways about it. No, I'm just reading some of the messages. A bear can smell a hot dog a mile away. No, David better watch out. Bears are broken into locked hunting cabins where food waste was left. And that was another thing. When we were here last, we were watching, I think we've told you as well, The Last Alaskans. And Alaska, I would love to go, but I would also be scared. Because I'm not a hunter, I'm not a survivalist, I couldn't deal with those extremes. But I'd love to go and be able to retreat to somewhere that's safe, but be in Alaska, in the wilderness, if that makes sense. But we were watching The Last Alaskans, and when they go back, I think it's from Anchorage, they go back to the places that they live in, like the wildest parts of Alaska. Some of them have gone back and their cabins have been ransacked by bears, broken into and things like that. So I'm fully aware that they can do lots and lots of things, like break into cars. And I think someone said Grizzly Adams. I don't know if it was Grizzly Adams. There was another documentary, and it might be Grizzly Adams, where the guy lived amongst the bears. I don't even know if it was the Kodiak bears on Kodiak Island, but then that was his demise, or so they thought. But I think that was it.
I love wolves, by the way. That's I love wolves.
You do. Again, I'd be scared. Maybe it was Into the Wild. Yes.
I think wolves get a bad rap. They always get hunted, don't they? Almost to extinction. But
it might have been Ben. I can't remember the guy's name.
What's this then?
There was the documentary where the guy lived amongst the bears, but then he kind of went missing, and it was thought that the bears probably ended up eating him.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, you did. I'll find it out.
I just saw Kaz is in the chat.
Yeah, Kaz is here. We've got a lot of...
Thanks for the update as well, Kaz.
It's so nice, okay, to actually be... I'm going to have to tend to Alyssa. But on your time...
I was thinking... I said this earlier to Nikita. We might need to... when we do lives again, back in the UK, maybe go to bed, set our alarm... Or I set my alarm for 1 or 2 in the morning and get up and do a live with you guys, because obviously there's more of you about now and it's more, friendly, time friendly for you guys. But yeah, we might need to do that. Have you seen they have reintroduced the bison to the UK? I heard that. Is it all gone now? Good beer. Thank you, John. So, yeah. Love Michigan. We've had such a good time. I really want to get back into, we were talking about mountain monsters and stuff. I really like that. Such good TV, good entertainment. And I'm not sure, is it still going or not? Be careful for the bison. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't mess with them. You do not mess with the bison. You drank the beer, Morgan and Morgan. Yeah, I'm not driving tomorrow, by the way. Nikita's driving. Nikita's going to be driving. So it's our last night in Michigan. It's always a bit sad and depressing leaving a state. And we've had such a good time in Michigan. And it's one of those states that I mean, all the states needs love. But I don't see that many. I mean, you're going to say, well, what about Montana and North Dakota and South Dakota and New Hampshire? They don't get much love. But I think Michigan as well. I don't really see that many people visiting Michigan. And I'm so glad we did. So glad we did. Everyone's been so nice and so friendly. And I don't know, it just feels really, really nice. And we've loved every second of it, every second of being here in the pure Michigan. Just been great. So many amazing sights, and we met so many amazing people. And yeah, it was so cool to see John and Paul today, two of our patrons. And it's not over. It's far from over. We're going to Canada tomorrow. Obviously, yeah, I'm sad. I'm sad that we're going to be leaving Michigan tomorrow. But yeah, Canada tomorrow. We're going to be there for 2 days. We decided we're going to do 2 days Michigan, do the falls, try and get some food. Then we're going to go into New York. So I think New York, we're going to be upstate New York for the 4th, aren't we? And then, yeah, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and then back down. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Please like the video if you haven't already. If you want to see more behind the scenes, we do have Patreon. You want to support us? Patreon would be amazing. Like this stream, Facebook and all that malarkey. Love you guys so very much. Thank you for supporting us. We all love you. We need to get, the kids are a bit restless, so I need to go to bed. Love you guys so much. And hopefully Thursday's video will be our collaboration with Laurence Brown. Anyway, I just want to say take care, God bless, and see you in the next video.